Welcome to Dario Comics. Today I review a comic that shaped me as an artist, and I guess I was 11 years old when I got this comic. I got this comic in Italy, so its language is Italian, but it's the classic Punisher Batman from John Romita Jr. and Chuck Dixon, I guess. And when I saw this on the stands, I was like, whoa, what's this? I gotta have this. And yeah, this is amazing. This is how comics should be. It should be like a cool movie and cool action, and not just SJW shit. Like, tell a cool story, make it fun. You can tell honest things, but yeah, I want something that's really cool. And this comic is really cool. I really love John Romita Jr. Sometimes he performs really well, sometimes he doesn't. And that's why he's like sometimes shaky. But yeah, I have here another story. This is, some might say, yeah, the artwork is much better. But I didn't like it. It didn't click with me. I didn't like the Batman, and yeah, what do I have to say? Like, for some of you, the artwork might look a bit better than the artwork I will present to you in a second, but it really didn't do it for me. I don't know if it wasn't the story, if it was the story or the artwork, but it's good, but it's not getting to my heart and to my soul, even though it looks pretty cool. But that's now the magic of John Romita Jr. This is it. Punisher Batman. Cavalieri Mortali heißt das auf Italienisch. Chuck Dixon, John Romita Jr., Klaus Janssen, really great. Colors are also fine, and yeah, and this is how it starts. I really like, it's also the narrative is really cool, like, get it in your language, but it starts with, I hate Gotham, and I didn't want to return, and that's the Punisher, and then he says that the bad guy didn't come back to New York, and yeah, here he is, searching for the bad guy, and then we get this great shot here from the Punisher, and he's shooting down, like, look at this shit. This is really amazing. And he's shooting down, and he's shooting all the gangsters, and the cops outside don't know really what to do. And yeah, John Romita Jr., I don't know what it is, it's just, it clicks. And Klaus Janssen is also really good. I like his inks, I really do. And it's really moody, like, this is just perfect for me. I don't say it's perfect for you, but it's really like the mood, how the story goes. Then Batman comes in, he gets also a really great shot, really cool. And then it's just Punisher being a badass, and some of the bad guys is about to burn, and the Punisher wants to know his information, and he's a badass. And then Batman comes in, and they battle. And of course, the Punisher thinks he's gonna win, but Batman somehow is very refined in his movements, and yeah, it's really great. And it's also great because, like, the Punisher, you get his internal dialogue, and he's questioning himself, who is this guy? Who is this guy kicking my ass? Or maybe he knows Batman, but he thinks, how can he be so strong? How can he be so agile and all that? And then Batman thinks his thought about this man, and everybody struggles. Like, each of them is a great, how do you say it, adversary, opponent. Like, everybody's worth fighting here, but nobody's fucking arrogant. Like, everybody, Batman and the Punisher are taking blows, and that's what's really cool. Like, the stakes are already high. The ceiling is burning, the building is burning, everybody's about to crumble. Like, it's just perfect story and perfect execution for me. And then yeah, you get the bad guys, Mosaico, and you get the Punisher and this is really cool. And then yeah, they're really evil guys. Like they do some shitty things, and the Punisher doubts his abilities, and he's getting ready for the next move. And it's really cool. Like it's like a movie. Like it leads up to things. They do things. They're building. They're gathering their intel. Everybody's making sure that they have the best information. And like Batman is not arrogant. He knows things have high stakes. Like everybody knows that things can go wrong. And yeah, and the bad guys are really bad guys. Like they do evil stuff, and that's really great because like you see them do evil stuff, bad stuff. You see them not caring, and yeah, that's really good. And also like John Romita Jr. and Gangsters is just like amazing. Like he has a feel for this. Like look at this. Punisher is going into the streets. Like this looks just badass. Look at the back and at the street lights, and some gangster seeing him, and then he goes to a nightclub, and they apprehend him. I don't want to spoil everything, but like this is building. This is a crescendo to something great, and then it explodes, and then the battle starts, and then you have two opposing gangsters. You have Batman and the Punisher. You have Robin and this guy, I don't know what's its name, Data or something like this. And then shit just erupts. And I would say get the comic, read it. It's really great, amazing artwork. John Romita Jr. performs really well. Chuck Dixon is a badass in this. And yeah, if you like what you see, get it. I think it should be cheap. And yeah, it's great action. Like if you like 80s, 90s action movies and adversaries becoming bros and then fighting for the same cause, like it's just insane. Yeah, I will end it. And yeah, I don't want to spoil it, but it's a really great comic. And yeah, this is 1969 when I was 11 years old, and I wanted to make comics, and now it's time to make the dream.